Some are born into power. Some marry into it. But only a few are remembered for their heart. In 1981, the world watched a fairy tale unfold. Her name was Diana Spencer. She was only 20 years old. A shy kindergarten assistant stepping into a story written long before she was born. The cathedral bells rang. The world cheered. A royal wedding filled with gold, tradition, and history. To millions, she was living every girl's dream. A prince. A palace. A crown waiting in the future. But fairy tales rarely show what happens after the ceremony ends. Behind the palace gates, the glitter faded. Royal life was not warmth. It was tradition. It was expectation. It was pressure. Every smile examined. Every word measured. Every emotion watched. The world saw glamour. She felt isolation. She was young. She was learning. And she was alone in a system older than centuries. But inside that loneliness, something powerful began to grow. Instead of shrinking under the weight of the crown, she stepped toward the people. In the 1980s, fear surrounded AIDS. Many were afraid to touch. Afraid to sit close. Afraid to show compassion. Diana reached out her hand. No hesitation. No fear. With one simple gesture, she changed public perception around the world. She visited hospitals. She knelt beside sick children. She listened to stories that others ignored. She walked through landmine fields, choosing courage over comfort. She did not rule with authority. She led with compassion. And something remarkable happened. People didn't just respect her. They loved her. They saw themselves in her vulnerability. They saw strength in her empathy. But the fairy tale marriage began to fracture under public scrutiny and private pain. Headlines grew louder. Rumors grew stronger. The world watched every crack form. In 1996, the marriage officially ended. For many, that might have been the end of influence. For Diana, it was the beginning of independence. Without palace restrictions, she became even more powerful. Not powerful by title. Powerful by presence. She became a global humanitarian voice. Then came a night the world would never forget. August 31st, 1997. Paris. And suddenly, the headlines changed. The news spread across continents in hours. Crowds gathered. Candles flickered outside palace gates. Flowers covered the streets. It did not feel like the loss of royalty. It felt personal. She never became queen. Yet she became something greater. A symbol of compassion in a world often ruled by status. Decades later, her name still echoes through generations. Because crowns fade. Titles change. Power shifts. But kindness becomes timeless. Princess Diana was not remembered for the throne she never claimed. She was remembered for the hearts she touched. And that is why she will always be known as the People's Princess.